All right, here it is. We have the MacBook Neo, and I cannot wait to open this thing. Now, it is a downgrade for me, of course, but let's get this opened from my MacBook Air. This is going to be a downgrade, but look at this. Wow. Now, I got indigo because I just thought everybody else would be getting yellow, but I plan on keeping this. So I saw this color and I'm like, yeah, that's the color I would probably gravitate towards. Now, I know that everybody will be getting the citrus. And that's cool because it's a new color. It's something we've never seen before. But this MacBook Neo, look at that, MacBook Neo. I love it. I love it already, and I haven't even opened it. All right, so Apple's got easy, breezy package opening. You just rip that one off, and you rip this one off. Super easy. The dog wants to get involved. All right, here we go. Yep. Hello. Hello. Oh, I love it. Look at that. Little hello with some paper. I love it. Oh, wow. Ooh, this color. I like this color. Look at that. It's beautiful. Wow. It's gorgeous. It looks really good. Exactly what I thought. I was afraid it was going to be too dark. This is just perfect because, you know, my MacBook Air is a little bit too light. So I'll show that in just a minute. But wow, look at that. Oh, so nice. I love it already. Okay, so let's just put this here while we look in here. These usually don't have anything particularly interesting in here. There's no stickers anymore. So hello, MacBook Neo. And of course, it's color coordinated with the MacBook. So we've got the blue here, and it's going to tell you everything about it. Now, it doesn't say anything about the speed of the USB-Cs. It just says external display and, you know, accessories and charging. And this one just says accessories and charging. So you can only use the display on the first port, you know, the one in the back. And then the second port is just USB-C 2, which, you know, who knows? Maybe most people don't care about that, but I care about that. I'm very concerned about that, actually. Now, my biggest concerns about, let's go ahead and keep going. Now, we have a cable. We have a USB-C cable. Let's see how long it is, because this is going to be the charging cable as well. So let's see how long that is. Yep, long. Oh, I forgot. This needs to be over so we can see that I'm at the beach. Beach. Okay, so look at that cable. That's pretty long. I'm going to guess this is about six feet. I don't know. Anyway, so there's the cable. We're going to put this down over here. And then it does come with a charging brick. Now, this one's only 20 watts. I might not even open it because it's only 20 watts. And I've got one that's 60 watts. I got one that's... So this is only 20 watts. I might not even take the wrapping off because now apparently you're only going to be able to charge this at 20 watt speed. So this is probably the one I'm just going to have plugged in all the time. But I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So those are those. Let's put this down over here. All right. This one over here. All right. Wow. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and open it. So here's the two ports on this side. We have two ports and the headphone jack that, who's going to use a headphone jack? Who? I don't even use it anymore. I just use my AirPods, you know? Okay, so here's the USB. And here is nothing on this side, so nothing on this side. And then of course nothing on the back here. The MacBook Pros had a thing that said MacBook Pro. This one does not. Hinges. Okay, let's go ahead and I'll face it to you. Let's go ahead and open it for the first time. Brrr. Yep, paper, sound, ding. Oh, look at that keyboard. Oh, that keyboard is color coordinated with the, oh, nice. I heard about that. I knew about that, but in person, this is really cool. This looks great. Wow, I'm impressed. Okay, this is going to take forever for me to set this up and everything, but this is just my first initial thoughts. This is my unboxing of the MacBook Neo, and I'll be back when Elvis is set up to, ooh, look at there, Mac, hello. Let's do a screenshot, huh? And then one, if we're not going to use me. Okay, so this is the new MacBook Neo. We just unboxed this thing, and I'm going to get it all set up, and we're going to test it out. I'm really kind of interested in if it's going to be able to do Final Cut Pro. Of course it will. And it's just 8 gigs of memory is the only thing that's really kind of bothering me. It's the only thing that's kind of worrying me about this whole situation. Also, if I ever do plug it into a monitor, which I don't plan on doing, but if I do, then that's taking away my USB-C 3 plug. So I'm not going to be able to put an external hard drive in to edit. I mean, maybe I could, but it will be very slow. So I'm going to have to transfer all my files to here. And this only has 256 gigs. So here's the MacBook Neo. It's 256 gigs. It's only 8 gigs of memory. It's an A18 processor. It's going to be about, they've been testing this, and it's about, the benchmarks on this are around a little better than the M1, closer to an M3, maybe even touching the M4 in certain circumstances. So this will be very interesting to kind of play around with it and see. Okay, this is, okay. So this is the MacBook Neo in indigo. It's a beautiful color. The keyboards are color coordinated. I love it already. It's very slim. I don't feel any, it says it's thicker than the MacBook Air. I don't feel it being any thicker. It just looks incredible. I love it. So my concerns are the 8 gigs of memory and the USB-C, only one USB-C 3 port. But I'm probably not going to have this plugged in. This is going to be my budget.
English is the main language. Press the return key.
Okay. Let's do it. So it wants to set up already. So it's starting to go through its setup processes. So this MacBook Neo is just, I mean, mwah, thank you, Apple. This is great. So like I said before, this is just as thin, light, and portable as my MacBook Air, but it's just cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. So this is fantastic. Stay tuned. I'm going to do, when it's set up, I'm going to do a whole bunch of other little things.
This contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver.
Okay.
If you know how to use VoiceOver, press Command F5 now to turn it on and set up your Mac.
Okay. It really wants me to set it up. Okay. So this is the MacBook Neo in indigo. It's 8 gigs of RAM. So this is the new MacBook Neo in indigo. It's just as thin as I don't notice the thickness at all. It's only 8 gigs of RAM, and you know, the USB-C, it's only one USB-C port that's USB 3. And then the other one is just a USB 2, which is kind of silly. So for video editing, I'm not sure how this is going to work, especially if I have it plugged into a monitor. If I don't have it plugged into a monitor, then I don't see any problem at all with doing some light editing when I'm traveling, or, you know, even maybe a little bit more heavy duty editing, but just it's going to be slow. So I'm very excited about this. What I usually use my MacBooks for is work. I do this project where I have to watch videos. And so that's my only main concern, is if this is going to be able to run HD video over Wi-Fi quickly, or, you know, it's no stutters. It can't stutter. If it stutters when I'm checking my videos, then I'm not really checking the videos, because I have to make sure that the videos are playing correctly and everything for my work. So that's going to be a concern, but I think this will be fine with the A18 processor. I think will be good. And then if I can do some light editing while I'm traveling or on the go, I think that'll be great. Also, I'll be able to keep this right by my bedside all the time, or take it into the living room, or, you know, take it to the coffee shop or something with that, without disconnecting everything on my main desktop computer. So for many for about a year, this actually is a year to the day, I got this MacBook Air, and it's sky blue. I love it. Go ahead, come on in. It's fine. Come on in. Just make as much noise as you want. I'm just finishing up. So this is my sky blue MacBook Air M4. I was going to do an M5, trade it in and get an M5. But when I saw this Neo, I said to myself, you know what? Why not just get the budget one and then get like a Mac Mini or a Mac Studio? And then I think I'll have the best of both worlds. So this is my MacBook Air. You can see it's not as, it's just as, well, see, I have a case on it. But I don't see the thickness. It says that it's thicker, but I don't really see the thickness. It is slightly bigger. So the MacBook Air is slightly bigger. So the Neo is just slightly smaller. So I'm kind of excited about that, because having it be smaller. But apparently they're both the same poundage. It's 2.7 pounds. So that is, and here, let me just say one more thing. If you're on the fence about this, this is my MacBook Air M4. Now I started the trade-in process about 5 days before the warranty was going to be up. And for some reason that made it so I paid $900 for this. I'm getting $700 back. And ChatGPT, or Gemini said, wow, you're getting 78% back return on this. So for only $200, I've only spent $200 basically in the last year, and of course I've made tons more on this because I use this as my main computer, and so I've made a lot more on this. But anyway, this is, I'm just loving this. I'm just loving this, to be able to turn this in, get this, and then also get a Mac Mini. So basically, I'll have $200 credit. This cost me $500 with the education discount, and this one cost me $900 with the education discount. And we're going to turn this in, get $700 back, and get a Mac Mini with the education discount. And we're going to get it for only $500. And then when they come out with the M5 Mac Mini, I'll turn that M4 Mac Mini in and get the M5 Mac Mini. Or maybe I'll get the Studio. I don't know. But anyway, this has been an exciting day. The Mac Neo and the MacBook Air. Oh, this was a great machine. This was a great machine. This is probably all I need ever. And the thing I'm kind of worried about is, will the Neo live up to the MacBook Air? Of course it won't. Of course it won't. But you know what? We're going to see. We're going to try and we're going to see. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time when I do more of the Neo, kind of setting up and seeing how it works and testing it against the Air and seeing what I'm missing. Going to a downgrade. I mean, Neo is a downgrade. And I'm giving up my beautiful, beautiful sky blue MacBook Air M4 for the new Neo. So this is the Neo. I'm going to set it up and see how it goes, and I'm sure I'm going to love it.